back by the cement mixer.
There you go.
Now, you don't do that works now.
No, I know. I'm just going to watch.
Good morning.
Morning.
I am Ryan Boyer, the business manager of the Philadelphia Building Trades, as well as the Labor's District Council of Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and vicinity. You are here at the beautiful Sam Staton Jr. Training Center. This backdrop was specifically chosen because it represents what we're going to do with those jobs that the President of the United States helped us get with a $750 million grant for the hydrogen hub. We're going to together with my brothers and sisters in the Philadelphia Building Trades, we're going to train the next generation of construction workers, infrastructure workers. We're going to build America back better. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it differently. But I love the fact that the Philadelphia Building Trades are on the forefront of clean energy. Think about that. We love our environment. Sometimes we get tasked that we don't, but we're on the cutting edge of hydrogen production to reduce emissions in this area. We're proud to be a part of this. It is great. Yesterday we were at Hillco with the governor and the mayor. We have a great team. We have a team that's second to none, and I am looking forward to a fabulous future. But I cannot thank the President of the United States, the Department of Energy, for believing in Philadelphia and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that we have the best building trades in the world. Give yourselves a hand. I would be remiss, although he's going to speak himself, I have to say a few words about Jim Snell, the business manager of Steam Fitters Local 420. This was Jim Snell's baby. He called me, and when I get big calls, I always remember where I'm at. I was in the garage because I was staying on the first floor because I was losing, and he said, we have an opportunity to get hydrogen hubs. I need you on this call tomorrow. And from there, I learned more about hydrogen and fusion than I ever thought I would learn. I wasn't a biochem guy. In fact, I ducked the biochem in college, but Jim Snell made me a biochem guy. And we got some of the smartest people in the world, Colin O'Mara and the team at Mach 2. We got Cheney University involved, which I'm the proud chairman of their board of trustees. And we have all the partners to make this a transformative project. And it's not just like building a building. When you build it, it goes. This is perpetual jobs, perpetual benefits for this region. And we can sell some of the energy off to other regions to help America become energy independent. We see what's happening in the Middle East. We can't control that, but we can control what happens right here in this region, and we will control it. And thank you for coming out today for this momentous occasion.
Good. We'll get him, Mr.
Thank you.
Happy.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning. What a great day. I've had this grin on my face for the last couple weeks, and you know, it is such an honor and a pleasure to stand here with true friends of organized labor, right, and especially the building trades. But to Ryan's description of our phone call, I didn't know a whole lot about hydrogen either, Ryan, trust me, but it sure sounded pretty good. We needed to be involved in it, right? And, you know, what I want people in this room to know, like I stated, true friends like Governor Shapiro, true friends like Mayor Kenny, right? These guys they don't just walk the walk, they talk the talk, right? They meant it when they said it. They're all in on hydrogen. I remember a phone call, as a matter of fact, speaking of phone calls, I'm driving down the shore. It's a Saturday morning. I was thinking of this morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, me and my wife headed down the shore. I get a phone call by then candidate, Josh Shapiro. wanting to talk about hydrogen, wanting to talk about infrastructure, what it's going to take to repurpose infrastructure. And I thought, this guy's the real deal. He really means it, okay? To see this thing all come together, like Ryan mentioned, there were many partners. This wasn't just me. I was just smart enough to call the right people, okay? That's a fact, right? This was government and building trades and business and academia working together like I've never seen before, okay? You had local government cooperation, state government, right? And obviously federal government with President Biden. But it's just a tremendous opportunity for years to come for the men and women of the building trades, of organized labor, for the state of Pennsylvania. And remember, we just don't have one hub in the state of Pennsylvania, right? Not just one, there's two. Two hubs in the state of Pennsylvania, right? And listen, none of that would have happened, and this is the absolute truth, if it wasn't for Governor Shapiro behind the scenes doing what he needs to do, okay? We're talking thousands of jobs here, brothers and sisters, right? Like Ryan mentioned, we're on the forefront of revolutionizing the energy sector in the state of Pennsylvania. And we're the ones that are going to build these plants and help see this to fruition. It's an exciting time. And like Ryan mentioned yesterday, I had the opportunity to be with quite a few dignitaries, Mayor Kenny, Governor Shapiro. More jobs, thousands of jobs. Things are on the upswing, and I'm happy. And this smile is going to stay on my face for, I think, quite a while longer when the Phillies make the World Series. Yeah, there you go. But thanks, Governor.
Thanks, buddy. Good work.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm Aaron Walton, president of Cheney University, the first HBCU in America, founded in 1837. My family is no stranger to the labor force. My father was the vice president of the Coal Miners Union 70 years ago. So I grew up in that type of an environment. And I know none of you were around then. But this is all about impact and what cooperation and collaboration can do. Cheney University is part of a workforce development initiative, and emerging public-private partnerships will design the Regional Safety Training Lab. And this lab will provide opportunities for individuals to gain the knowledge and skill as entry-level employees, in addition to exposing underrepresented populations to careers in clean energy. Cheney's involvement in this initiative is consistent with the vision of Richard Humphreys, a Quaker philanthropist who bequeathed the sum of money to start an institution to educate minorities, enabling them to compete in the job market. We are continuing to live that dream today because this will create opportunities for black and brown people in areas where they traditionally have been underrepresented. So we're excited. We're excited to be in this region leading this initiative, not only as an HBCU, but as the first HBCU, because those who are first should lead. So we want to lead. We look forward to working with our partners to participate in this very extremely exciting project, and stay tuned for things to come.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great job.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I had prepared remarks, but I'm not going to use them. I just want to say how proud I am of everyone. Do I interrupt you? I just want to say how proud I am of everyone up here. Our governor, who's doing a tremendous job, Ryan, Jimmy, Sam, all the people I work with over the 32 years I've been in public office. We went through a really difficult time over the last 3+ years, and I'm glad to see that at the end of my term, of my career, we're coming into a new era of positivity. It's wonderful to see that potential of Hillco down there yesterday, that distribution facility. It's proud to see the port zooming along, proud to see the airport expanding, this hydrogen hub potential. And as I said yesterday, relative to Hydrogen Hub and Hilco, it's about public safety. Because these young boys out there who are in nonsense, who are holding guns and shooting each other, they don't have to do that when they're making $80,000, $90,000 a year. There's no need for that. They get up and go to work, put on their work boots or whatever it is they wear to work, and go to work at early in the morning. And their kids see them going to work early in the morning. And that's the best example you could ever give to a young person, to see their mom and dad get up and go out to work and not have to be involved with dangerous nonsense. I will sit back in 2.5 months and watch everything grow and be happy that I had some little part in it and be proud of all the people behind me that will continue to move this thing forward. So let's go hydrogen. Thanks.
Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Mayor Kenny, and appreciate your thoughtful comments. Appreciate the comments of everyone here, and really it's just a good day to be in Philadelphia. It's a great day to be with the Philadelphia building trades, and things are looking bright in this city and in this region. It's important to note, Mr. Mayor, just to follow up on your comments, over these last 8 years, I hope we all take note of the fact that we've had a real champion in City Hall in Mayor Jim Kenny. And I think the latest example of what the mayor helped deliver is this hydrogen hub that is only one of 7 in the entire nation, one that is going to be built and operated with the hands of union women and men here in the city of Philadelphia. And while it's important that we build buildings in the city, and we should be building lots more of them and building them with all of your hands, I think what's unique about this project and really impactful about what the mayor is doing is the legacy this is going to have for literally generations to come as a result of his hard work to land this hydrogen hub here in the city of Philadelphia. And we're grateful, Mr. Mayor, for your leadership. You should take great pride, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I want you to know it was an intense competition to win these hubs. Practically every single state in the nation wanted to be in on the action. And as I often point out to folks, I'm competitive as hell. And so when we had an opportunity to land not just one hydrogen hub, but 2, we went all in. I want you to know that Pennsylvania workers, Pennsylvania businesses, and Pennsylvania's grit and ingenuity was on display during this really intense competition to land these hydrogen hubs. And we are incredibly proud that we landed not only the one here in the eastern part of our Commonwealth, but as Jim Snell referenced before, we also are part of a regional hub in the western part of the state. We are the only state in the nation to land 2 regional hubs, 2 of them. The eyes of the nation keep showing up looking upon Pennsylvania. And each time they do, we prove that we can do big things again. Whether it was all of you working on I-95 in the heat and the rain and getting that road reopened, to the 175,000 cars and trucks that go on it every day in just 12 days, we keep proving again and again that when organized labor comes together with all of us, we can accomplish big things here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We also showed the power of partnerships on 95 and in landing these 2 regional hydrogen hubs in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I think we also proved again that Pennsylvania workers, Pennsylvania union workers in particular, well, we're capable of doing real big things in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And now, with these 2 new hydrogen hubs, particularly the one here in the east, we have a chance to become the center of the clean energy universe right here in the city of Philadelphia. We have heard time and time again about the need to produce more clean energy, to address climate change, to create jobs, and to reduce our dependence on foreign governments for our energy source. Hydrogen, we know, has enormous potential to do all 3 of those things. and to really lead us forward when it comes to clean energy. It can be used to power our trucks and our buses. It can be used in major industrial processes like steelmaking and chemical manufacturing. But despite its enormous potential, we don't produce a lot of hydrogen right now in this country. And that is about to change with President Biden's massive infusement of $7 billion to build out these energy hubs across the country, including how many in Pennsylvania? 2 here in Pennsylvania. The money is going to do more than just power a plant or a manufacturing line. It's going into a whole range of projects and applications here in southeastern Pennsylvania, from pipelines and storage tanks to hydrogen-powered SEPTA buses and trash trucks to research and training partnerships with our university, like at Cheney University and the University of Pennsylvania. We're going to now develop new hydrogen-related curriculum, hands-on training for the next generation of workers and engineers. Everyone is going to be in on this action. This investment is a real game changer for our Commonwealth and for our energy economy. People from all walks of life are going to get in on the action. The great diversity of our building trades to our universities, our other research institutions, together, it means that we're going to be able to create tens of thousands of jobs here in our Commonwealth. Here in southeastern Pennsylvania, it means we're going to create over 20,000 jobs in plumbing and pipe fitting, electrical work, engineering, and so much more to produce the hydrogen fuel as an alternative to fossil fuels. And I want you to know we are going to make sure these are good union jobs, high-paying jobs in the Commonwealth. And it's important to note that every one of these projects related to the Hydrogen Hub is going to have with it a project labor agreement. We've engaged directly with the White House on this. President Biden, Mitch Landrieu, and their team, they are all in to make sure that these hubs are governed with PLAs. And I couldn't be more excited about what the future means for our workers here. Think about those 20,000 new, good-paying jobs. Think about what that means for a moment. The mayor alluded to this, and he is spot on. It means real opportunity for the kid living here in North Philly who maybe doesn't want to go to college but wants to get to work, wants to be able to provide for him and his family, wants to be able to get out of the cycle of violence that has gripped some in his neighborhood. I believe Pennsylvania should be a place where everyone has the freedom to chart their own course and the opportunity to succeed. One of the best ways we do that is by giving folks a job. And one of the best ways to give them a job is by helping them meet a union leader and getting them involved in a union apprenticeship and a union program. The young person who comes to a training center like this, they're going to find passion in being a skilled laborer and building out this critical infrastructure, put food on their table, be able to create some generational wealth and real opportunity for their future. And I want you to know this isn't an opportunity just for the next year or two, like I said before, building a building. When that building's done, they got to find the next work. This is the promise of real opportunity for 10, 15, 20, 30 years into the future. This is the promise of real opportunity that's going to swell the ranks of the Philadelphia building trades. And this is what real transformational investment looks like in a community. By partnering with our workers, repurposing our existing infrastructure like pipelines and refineries, we're going to be able to produce, store, transport clean energy, clean hydrogen instead of fossil fuels. That's a game changer, and it makes us the epicenter of the clean energy movement here in this country. We're laying the groundwork for a whole industry of clean energy, and that means, as I said before, we are going to see decades of job growth. If we get this right, and I know we got a lot of work to do, we'll be able to power trucks and heavy-duty equipment, SEPTA buses and garbage trucks with clean hydrogen. The city of Philadelphia, under the mayor's leadership, has already committed that 300 garbage trucks will be converted to hydrogen. And SEPTA's pledged to convert 1,400 buses to clean hydrogen as well. At the same time, we're going to help power industrial centers that are often hard to convert to renewable energy. Places like Monroe Energy, a refinery in Delco that currently makes jet fuel for Delta Airlines, and has pledged to convert to sustainable fuel production with the help of clean hydrogen going forward. Industrial campuses like the new Bellwether district being built in South Philly. Yesterday, we were all together there, breaking ground, breathing new life into an old refinery site, and being able to stand together and announce that as a result of this conversion to the Bellwether district, we are going to reduce emissions in the city of Philadelphia by 16%. 16%. That's cleaner air, safer communities, better public health, better environment for the great people in the city of Philadelphia and surrounding communities. These are great examples of how sustainability, job creation, economic opportunity, how it all fits together, and what I want to see in the future of Pennsylvania. I'm bullish about what's happening here in southeastern PA and all across our Commonwealth. I've got great faith in all of you and the leaders here that you're going to help lead us into this new chapter in American prosperity. And that chapter of American prosperity is going to be written right here in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, a place that has written so many chapters in our American story. And we are poised for greatness yet again. I want to thank you all for your tremendous leadership. It's hard work landing these hydrogen hubs. We did it twice based on the strength of these leaders who are here with me today, and all of you out there. I'm excited for the future, and I'm betting on each and every one of you to deliver for the good people of Pennsylvania. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And with that, by the way, we need a laborer here to fix this thing, right? I don't know. With that, we're happy to take a few questions from the media.
Hi, I'm Susan Phillips with WH21. Couple questions for you, Governor. One is, can you give us more details about what PGW's role is in this? I know that, it was mentioned on a White House call a couple days ago. And also, as soon as this was announced, my inbox is full of, climate activists basically saying hydrogen's not the answer, especially if it's used, if it's produced with natural gas.
Right.
So if you could,
Sure, let me try and do both. And I'm going to invite the mayor to comment on PGW if he'd like. Let me just say, there are 7 of these hubs across the country. One of the reasons why the president wanted to be here in Philadelphia is because of our reliance on clean energy to power this hydrogen process here in the southeastern PA Regional Hydrogen Hub. We'll be using those clean energy sources to move the process forward on hydrogen. I think for those who are attacking this project, they're standing in the way of real progress, clean energy progress. It's going to be good for our environment, good for job creation, and I invite them to be part of this project and part of the solution as we move away from relying on foreign countries for our energy, move away from fossil fuels, and move into clean energy sources. Mr. Mayor, I don't know what, I think he left. I'll leave it up to the city to comment on PGW. Yes. Hi. Well, we welcome the involvement of lawmakers. We've had lawmakers all across this Commonwealth celebrating the fact that Pennsylvania was awarded 2 regional hydrogen hubs, and we're looking forward to collaborating with lawmakers every step of the way in this process. And if they've got constructive ideas that are going to help us build this out and do it in a way that gets us to where we need to go on hydrogen and doing it in the cleanest possible way, then I welcome their involvement and engagement. Okay, thank you all. Yeah, yes.
Some of the similar concerns was about the kinds of jobs that we produce, the safety aspect. There's been a lot of talk in my reporting that the kinds of jobs produced are sort of more short-term rather than long-term, like the construction jobs, not necessarily the long-term growth of the energy job
Yeah. I guess and I mean this totally respectfully, I respectfully have a different view than you do. This is not like a typical project that the building trades handle in incredible manners and speed, where they build a building and then they move on to the next building. And I'm not discounting that by any stretch. Those are really important projects that they engage in. This is a project that is going to be sustained over 10, 20, 30, maybe more years. It's also a project that is not just going to be limited to the Philadelphia building trades. They're going to be a core part of the tens of thousands of jobs that are created. But as you heard from the president of Cheney University, University of Pennsylvania, other research institutions are going to be engaged in this. The work of the building trades is going to make the work in the university stronger, and vice versa. I think these projects that are sustained over many years, particularly when you're bringing people from different walks of life and different sectors, are critical to our economy, to lifting people up who have oftentimes been shut out and ignored and left behind. And I don't view this as just a one-off project. This is going to be something that's going to sustain job creation for generations to come.
So is there a breakdown then? Like you said 20,000, is that all construction jobs, or is that permanent jobs, or is there a split in there?
It's going to be both, and I think we're being conservative in our estimate of these jobs. I think what we need to do is get rolling on this, engage our partners in academia and elsewhere, and I think you're going to see people trained for these kind of jobs of tomorrow. Obviously, if we are successful with the research and development, which I'm confident we will be, on developing clean hydrogen, that will spur on other job creation and other down system businesses and other things that will pop up as a result of it. When you become the center of activity on something, that yields additional job creation. Take a look at what we've done on genomic therapy here in the city of Philadelphia. I mean, hell, we've got 2 Nobel Prize laureates just a couple miles from here. But as a result of that concentration of work around genomic therapy, Spark Therapeutics just broke ground on what is going to be the center of that type of genomic therapy in the world, right here in the city of Philadelphia. So I anticipate not just tens of thousands of jobs that come directly from this hydrogen hub, but also the downstream effect of the incredible work that these folks are going to do and others are going to do to get us there. Okay? Thank you all very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's right. We need another W. We need another W. Good?
Could I have all the managers and political directors meet me in the cafe after the governor's going to speak? Go ahead.
Good. Go ahead. You have another question?
Yeah, on topic, if you have a second. So it's about the Lake Bird situation. We stepped down the other day. We had a story the other day that there had been a settlement related to sexual harassment complaints that was filed against him. Just wanted to see if you could tell me how much the settlement was for.
Look, all I can say is what I've said in the past. Given the fact that this is a personnel matter, in order to protect all parties involved, I really can't offer any additional comment. Okay? Thanks, guys. All right.